Hello all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great. Now I know you guys are probably wondering what's going on in my face. Where's my makeup today? Today I want to be a little more serious and I want to talk to you guys about me, who I am, my struggles in life, because I only feel that it's right knowing that I want to inspire women. That's what I really want to do. I want to inspire women. That's my goal for my channel, and that's my goal for living my life, to stay positive and to enjoy life the best that I can enjoy it, and to live it to the fullest and be positive and love me for me, you know, and don't let anyone ever tell me otherwise or inspire women. That's what my life goal is in life. So I only feel like it's right to let my subscribers in and my viewers in on who I am, my struggles, and how I get over my struggles and become stronger every day as a woman. I have been struggling with acne for about a good 3 years. Yeah, about a good 3 years. And 3 or 4 years. I learned how to it's really been a struggle. Let me just start off by saying that. Let me start off by saying it was not an easy ride. It was a big struggle for me because, you know, my thing with me is I try to make everyone happy. And I don't realize that I'm not making myself happy. I always try to do what people tell me or, you know, try to make people happy. That's just how I am. I guess because I'm a naturally nice person. And the struggle with acne is it's really been a struggle. You know, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one dealing with it. There's thousands and billions of people, women and men, who struggle with acne. But I just want to let people who are watching, you know, I feel like, why hide? I want to let people know who I am, and I'm not afraid to let people know who I am. This is me, you know, and I love me with or without acne. So I felt like I want to inspire someone who is watching, who is struggling with acne, and I want them to know you're not alone, and you don't have to struggle because this is who you are. But not only that, but of course you can treat your skin. Now, I would say I was about maybe 16, 17 when it started to really get out of hand, you know. But I noticed it was my diet too. I was always eating sugary stuff, candy, soda. Soda was my biggest friend. Like, me and soda, we was the homies. Pepsi. I love me some Pepsi. I love Dr. Pepper. I love Coke. I love root beer. I just kept drinking and drinking. I was not caring about my skin. That's what I really noticed, was that you are what you eat. You know when they say you are what you eat, I noticed that I am soda because I'm getting them. They were just coming out of nowhere. And you guys are probably not really seeing it, but right here, now as the year, let me say, as the years went on, my skin has gotten better because I have been treating it, okay? I have been on my game, and I was just on a goal and on a mission to clear my skin up because I was just fed up. There were too many things that have been going on in my life that made me fed up. Now, it's not only just your diet that can also cause breakouts. Stress. We all stress out about things in life, whether it be work, school, everything in our daily lives can cause us stress. And I know for sure when I stress out about something, I get a new bump. Oh Lord, especially with college. I've been stressing out with college lately. Y'all don't even know. That's another chapter. The college is another chapter in my life story that I will probably get to talk to you guys about another time. I don't want to get into that because that already made me upset. So I don't want to stress out any more on that. But, you know, back to the story. I've been stressing out, and I noticed that when I stress out, I get new pimples on my. I don't really get it on my forehead. I will say I mainly just get it on my cheek area. See, it was worse than this, guys. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of myself to have overcome the obstacles I have overcome. And I'm not trying to cry because this is not even. But let me get back to something that really changed my look on it and made me want to say, you know what, I can't deal with this. You know, like I told you guys, I'm always listening to what people say, and you know, I'm always doing for people. And I really don't look at who I am and what my inside says. You know, and I'm starting to do that. I'm starting to realize I have to hear me out. You know, I have to take a minute, come outside me and listen. And, you know, take people's advice, of course. But sometimes I feel like I have to listen to myself a little more, you know, sometimes, you know. But I remember it was a regular day. I was coming home from school, from college, from school, and I was hungry, so I went into my local, restaurant, get something to eat that I always go to when I'm hungry or whatever. I'm kind of like, but I always went inside that store to eat, and I knew the people in there, the workers, the people that take the order, people that work in the back, whatever. I knew some of them in there. So every day they would always tell me, hello, how can I be? I always went in there, so they knew me. So one of them I knew, he always just gives me a high five. Not a big deal. You see people, know them every time they see you, not a big deal. But this particular time, my mind was on school because I was going through a lot with college, and it was really stressing out. Once again, I was stressing out, but I went in there like it was a regular day just to get me something. Hello, how are you? Not a big deal, can I get this? Whatever I always get, I ordered. No big deal. But this particular time, the guy from that I know that worked in the back, he was in the front this time, and he was talking to me while I was checking out the menu or whatever. So I'm looking at the menu, seeing what I should get today, and he's like, hello. I'm like, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, no. Okay. So this time he goes, after he says hello, how are you, he asks me, what is that? I'm looking around, I'm trying to find out, what it, so then when I turn around to look at what he's pointing at, he was pointing at my face. My right side was worse than this. And he goes, what is that? As I'm looking here, but he goes, what is that? Pointing at me. So when I looked at his finger, I see him pointing at my face. Right then and there, I wanted to just break down, because I was like, how stupid can you be to tell someone, don't matter if you know them or not, why would you go up to someone and tell them what is that on their face? You don't know what people are struggling with, rather it be eczema, rather it be a skin disease, rather it be acne. You don't know what people are going through, so you don't go up to nobody and you say, what is that on your face? You don't do that, no matter who you are, because that's very arrogant and stupid. I felt, how can I say it? I felt strong at that moment, because I felt like I wasn't going to curse him out. I wasn't going to do none of that, because I'm just naturally friendly, So I was just like, oh, it's my acne. I've been drinking a lot of soda, and I've been really taking care of it. But I'm working on it. That's what I said. But then I was just thinking in the back of my head, you crazy. Y'all know what I'm about to say. But I didn't, because like I said, I'm naturally a nice, kind person, so I didn't want to go there with him, because I don't really know him like that. I just know him as a hi and bye, see you in your store, goodbye kind of thing. It was that moment, because I was a little bit older than my last experience that I'm going to talk to you about as well. I remember I was in the 12th grade, and I was in my Spanish class, and I was doing my work, not minding my business. It was a group project, but my partner wasn't there that day, so I was on my own. I was just handling my business. But I completed my assignment, and she said, once you complete it, raise your hand and she'll check it. So I was completing mine, I raised my hand. She came over, looked at my work, and right when I asked her if this is good, before she can even get to read it, she looked at my face and said, I have something for that. I was, y'all, this was the old me. This was the me that would cry for every little thing. In 12th grade, I was only 17, 18. So I was embarrassed. That was when I was embarrassed, because you're like, why are you embarrassed? But I was embarrassed because that wasn't on my mind. I was focused on trying to get the Spanish work correct. And for her to do something like that, that was kind of just like, what about my work? You don't just come up to nobody. And people don't care. That's the problem. People don't care about nobody's feelings or what they go through. You have to care. You have to care about your skin, and you have to just be the bigger person. So I kind of just was like I said, this was old data, so I cried, because I was like, I was thinking in my head, how can you come up to somebody? How can you have that in you to come up to somebody and bring that negative flow to them? You don't do that. Like I said, you don't do that. You don't go up to nobody and say, what's that? Or okay, I can see you told me you have something for me. She told me she had a soap that would help my skin. Now, this was in the 12th grade around September. Now, y'all know in school it's a whole year from September to June. So September, November, January, February, March, April, May, June comes, and I still haven't heard nothing about that soap. And she asked for my number, and she still never gave me that soap that she said she was going to have for me. She never did tell me about that. Now, how arrogant and rude and silly and immature as a grown-up is that? You're a teacher. You shouldn't be sitting there worrying about somebody's skin. You should be worrying about the teaching of whatever subject you're teaching and making sure your kids got it straight. But like I said, that was old Dallas, you know. And I did struggle from low self-esteem, you know, when I was growing up. Because, you know, you see these pictures in the models, people looking skinny and stuff. All of that will affect you. You see how people look with clear skin and in the magazines. And of course, that's, you grow up to find out all of that was edited. It could have been edited, you know. And it was through makeup. Through makeup that I found who I am as a person. You know, and I want to inspire people, teenagers who are struggling. You don't have to struggle. If you don't like the way you look with acne, change it. You can change it. There are products out here to help you. That's what I learned. I learned that I wasn't going to sit here and cry no more. And I cry because I'm not weak. I cry because people are struggling out here. And, you know, sorry guys. You know, nobody don't care about nobody and how they feel. You know, they don't care. You know, you can have the world's worst skin condition, and somebody do something like that, you're not going to sit there and smile. You're going to feel some kind of way inside. And it kind of messes with your self-esteem and who you are. You know, but I build myself. I build myself because I was just tired of seeing this in the mirror. You know, I knew it was me under there. You know, when you have acne, you feel hidden. You know, you feel hidden. But then after you have your acne, you might deal with the scars. Like I have. This is the only thing I have on my cheeks. I have just scarring. You guys can see there's a little bit of scarring there. But you know, I learned, like I said, I learned that I have to just deal with it and just take care of it. I learned to find myself through makeup, not only, but I learned that you have to deal with it. You have to embrace it. Because it's not going to go away tomorrow. That's what I told myself all the time. You know, it's not going to just go away tomorrow. You have to find a routine that works for your best for your skin, and you go with it day and night, and you work your way through it. No matter how long it take you, you work your way. And you gonna have some stubborn scars like I have, but I'm still to this day on my routine, working through it and getting it done. You know, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to fight and feel like, oh, this is the end. This is never the end. Everyone goes through this. You're not the only one struggling. So you have to think about that too, you know. But I want to share my story to let you guys know that you are beautiful. No matter what nobody tells you. If you want to wear your makeup with your acne, you wear your makeup with your acne. And don't worry about nobody else. Worry about you. Because this world is crazy. My mom taught me that. Not only my mother, my brothers, my sisters, everyone who was in my life taught me that this world does not care about anyone's feelings or emotions. Everybody's all about making themselves happy, to me, if you ask me. So now you have to take a step back, breathe, and worry about you, and worry about making yourself happy now. It's all about you now. You know, it's okay to listen to what people say. You have to sometimes, you know, because other people may have had that past experience and they have dealt with it, so they know what you're going through, you know. But I'm not trying to say ignore everybody. I'm gonna block you out. I'm saying you can listen to your friends and your family, but also remember you have a little voice inside of you. You know, if you feel some kind of way, you help yourself get better. You know, I learned that. Like I said, you are beautiful. You are butterflies. That's why I like to say that women are butterflies. We come out of this cocoon and we're wondering what is life, and then we grow into this beautiful pattern of amazingness as an individual. You know, like a butterfly. A butterfly grows and grows, and then it grows and eventually turns into a beautiful butterfly. No matter what shape, no matter what pattern it is still beautiful. So like I said, you have acne, you have a skin condition, you have something that's bothering you, that in your appearance, in your self-esteem. You worry about what society looks like. Worry about what you want to look like. Worry about making yourself happy, because that's all it is. And you find a good routine that works for your skin. And I also learned that, you know, if you want to try something, you try it for your skin. But remember, what may work for others may not work for you. Because I have been using black soap, you guys. I've been feeling to try it. So I've been trying it in my routine. I put it in my little daily routine for my skin. But it made my sensitive areas a little sensitive. So I had to stop using it. And I went back to my original routine. But I still bathe with it. I love it to death. It's an amazing product. So like I said, if you want to try something, the only way you're going to know is to give it a try. If it doesn't work, you don't get upset. You move along. That's how I think of it. You know, I learned you can't always be upset all the time. You got to be happy. That's what life is about. Life is about being happy, to me, and making others happy. And, you know, living it. That's what life is. Understand my story and understand that I don't just do this. I don't want to just do this for fun. I want to do this to embrace women's flaws. I think of it as a flaw. A flaw makes someone better because you see it in the mirror and you're like, one day this mask is going to be off. That's what it feels like, a mask. But, you know, you have to embrace it because, like I said 100 times before in this video, it's not going to go away tomorrow. So you embrace it and you try your best to help your skin, find what makes your skin good, and you use that routine over and over until you see your results. I love you guys. You guys are amazing for supporting me. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.